Welcome back to Now Trevor's Cinema. We are back with our final full week of NFL pick'ems. We will also be making them into the playoffs. But this is our last week of all teams left, or all teams in the NFL. And then, yeah, next week it'll be many less games. So, got a
Yeah,
full slate ahead of us. This this week's probably one. Not that this season's been easy. I think it's been a pretty hard season.
yeah,
And yeah,
yeah.
last week we did not get a video out, but we did make picks. So I don't know, Pepper, if you had the results of that
Yes, I
and
did.
added that
Just
in here
we'll
as
just have
well.
him throw on there. So
Okay.
yeah, so the week before that, I think I had pulled it closer than I think you gained one on me the week before that we did have predictions for. And then last week, I think we might have broken even. So I think you are up three on me. So I have 160, you have 163, and the people have 166. So me catching the people is going to be pretty tough, but I think I can still catch you. I was within one, but I've let it slip little by little each week. I don't want to do anything too crazy. It's not the last predictions here. We still have the playoffs, which will be, what'll be that? 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 more games, I think. So another full week pretty much of predictions there. So I don't have to panic, but I do need to make up a few points here. And this is the game that I am terrified to pick on. The Panthers versus the Buccaneers. If the Panthers win this, they're in the playoffs. If they lose and the Falcons win their game, they're also in the playoffs. So Buccaneers on like a 5 game losing streak, I think, and
Yeah, it's
Panthers.
crazy. This is one of the few games that has stakes
Yes, this
of
is
actually getting into the playoffs. There's more of that like number one seeds kind of thing, but
yeah. This is probably the second highest stakes of the whole week, I would say. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like we keep picking Tampa Bay. We're like, okay, now they're gonna get it together. They've been here before. They can bounce back, and they just haven't been doing it. But apparently, Young only had like 53 yards last week for the Panthers, and I'm like, I don't really trust them either. And this one is one like I kind of went through them and was like, okay, I think I'll pick this. Think I'll pick this. Is the only one that I really had no clue what I'm going to pick. The people are voting a little bit with the Buccaneers, so is Vegas. But they did last game that they met up, and Panthers won that one. So I don't know. The Buccaneers are at home. I don't know if that helps them. They've sucked up pretty much any game they can this year.
yeah, they I when we made predictions at the beginning of the year on win loss records, I had them winning a lot of games, and now they're not even going to be. And it was looking good at one point. It's kind of similar in ways to the Colts. They were both looking very, very good at the midway point. I didn't make the prediction on the Colts, so they probably are working their way back to what I predicted for them, maybe a little closer. But yeah, the Bucks have really, I don't know what's happening there. They had a lot of injuries, but felt like they were still winning when they were injured, and now they've had a lot of people come back, and now they're losing maybe even worse than they
Yeah,
were when they were injured. So I don't really know what's going on there.
yeah.
But then yeah, the Panthers aren't like. I think both. I think everyone's looking at this like, oh, whoever gets to face these is kind of like another bye week. Whoever faces this winner is going to get a home playoff game, likely. Like you said, unless the Falcons also win, then the Panthers doesn't matter if they win or lose. Um, but I'm going to go with Buccaneers making the Falcons game mean something. Um, I don't know. I don't like either of these teams. I don't.
Yeah.
I think either one could win and either one could lose.
Yeah, it really does feel like that Falcons game is going to matter. Oh man. But
Which is
and
crazy because one could argue the Falcons and the Saints, that game, both of those teams are playing much better football
I
than
would
these two
trust
teams.
them a lot more in the playoffs. It's a shame.
And the Saints probably feel like the biggest one, and they're going to
Yeah.
be if the Bucks win this and the if the Saint if, even if the Saints lose, it feels like they're the best team in
Yeah.
this, and yet there's going to be a three-way tie, and they are not going to be part of that tie, which is crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh man, I was thinking I'm like, oh, I'll probably just go Bucks, but I just done that so many times and they don't win. They just don't win, even though they have Evans back, right? And I'm like, they should be doing good. And what is Dowdle any good? Is he hurt?
He
Um,
was good for like 2, 3 weeks, and then now
oh,
it's been Chuba again, I think.
man, I'll go Carolina. I'll go Carolina. I just don't want to get Buccaneers gonna burn me for like a seventh time straight by actually winning this time. The one time I don't pick them. But
It's usually how it goes.
we'll see. Ooh,
Then we have another
49ers.
meaningful game.
Yeah, I think kind of number one seed, is it then? Whoever wins this?
I think so because the 49ers won. They made it so that, yeah, I think whoever wins this is the number one seed. So, yeah, both these teams will be in the playoffs.
Yep, yep.
And yeah, so there's not like a fight for that necessarily, which you always, I mean, I think that's tough. I think the first round bye, since there's only one of them on each
Yeah.
side, I think it is important enough to keep battling for and have all your starters and stuff.
Yeah. It's
But
worth two
usually it's
games
tough.
pretty much, this is then. Like
Right.
so important.
Yeah, it's always tough though because like oh you're risking your players, but yeah, I think I don't know the loser of this one will probably end up facing the winner of the previous match we just
Oh,
looked at.
yep, yep, yep.
So maybe it'll still be easy, but yeah, I don't know. These
I'm surprised
all of a
that
sudden these two are looking better than the Rams, which just a month ago I would have said Rams easily just dominate this whole NFC, and now they've looked kind of flawed. Who knew
yeah.
they needed Devontae Adams that much? I thought they'd be fine without him. I don't know if it's him not being there. I think their defense is kind of started not playing the
Yeah.
greatest. It's like, oh gosh, this is the worst time. They were feeling really, really hot, and they've just gotten cold like the last couple weeks. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, 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 you can't afford to get cold right at this time of year.
Not good. Not good at all.
Not good.
And
But yeah, so then these two teams all of a sudden now feel like, wow, I mean, I knew this division was good, but now it's like, wow, these might be even better than the Rams are,
yeah, yeah,
especially right now. I mean, the 49ers have just felt so solid. I just am like, it just feels like automatic wins every week for them. I don't
yeah.
know what, even when they're playing like good teams, just like, they're gonna find a way to win. They're gonna win this game.
I don't know how it happened. I mean, like you look back early in the season, like they were not doing great. And the Colts are doing great. Now the Colts are absolutely out of it, and Niners are like one win away from being number one seed for the NFC.
It's crazy. The
And
Niners have been so good in like recent years, last 5 years or so, and this team, I don't know if anyone's ever felt like,
no,
oh, this is the 49ers year to go all the way, and yet somehow it kind of seems like if they win this game, I could see them making it to the Super Bowl, making a run here.
I think so. I think you've
I mean,
been
either
talking
way, I
about
think they
that.
could, but
Yeah, you've been talking about that lately, and I think you're right. I think I'd probably have 49ers as my favorite to win the NFC. So I'm going to go
yep.
with them to get this win here. Surprised that 62% go with them, but Vegas is going with Seattle, but I'm going 49ers. They just have shown to be a little stronger than the Seahawks lately, even though Seahawks do get the wins still, but they got some issues.
Yeah, they've been struggling on offense as well, but I mean, their defense has been pretty good overall.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. I think it would do a lot for see. I mean, I don't know that the 49ers have to win this game. I think Seattle probably has to win this game
yeah,
somehow, even though they're at 13 wins. It just feels
yeah,
like they need to win this to kind of, I don't know, right the ship. Even though I wouldn't say it's like oh off course or anything. It just
yeah.
something about how they've been playing recently just doesn't feel like they're ready to go all the way. So I think winning a game
Mhm.
like this could be that hump that they need to get over to have a chance.
Yeah. Is he gonna go with
But
them?
I don't think they're going to. I think the 49ers are going to win this game.
Dang it. I was hoping you'd let me. I'd feel way better about this pick than that Carolina pick. Yeah, I agree. I agree with. Ooh, and then we're right into the one that might matter.
Wow. They are heavily favoring these Falcons. I'm
They are.
surprised.
They are, and I
I mean,
guess I
Bijan
was.
Robinson looked great.
I guess I was right about the Falcons all
If
along.
they had just started Kirk Cousins from the beginning of the year, look what it could have been.
I know they're on the run, and it's a shame they aren't gonna make the playoffs. But the Saints too, like you said, have been playing great to where I'd say this one has less stakes, but I'd say this is definitely the one that I'd rather watch of the two games. I I think I'll go with the Falcons here, but I mean, if there's anyone else, I might go the Saints, but just Falcons with that big win that they just had on the Rams. Um, Bijan can't doubt him. Can't doubt him. But this could be a really close one. And that if the Buccaneers do win, I think this could be extremely stressful game. Hopefully both games are really good. But
Yeah, yeah, I hope so. But I think I'm gonna go with the Saints here.
okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna go with the Saints, and
No wrong
yeah,
answers.
this one. It's well, the Saints kind of did the opposite, where I had the Bucks kind of winning a lot of games. I think I had them 15-2, and I think I had the Saints 2-15,
Yeah,
and they've both kind of at the mid-year were like, my gosh, I have had them pretty much on lock as to what they were gonna do. Like it was gonna maybe be seemed like maybe a few wins off here or there.
yeah,
Probably not actually just 2 wins and 15 wins. That takes a pretty good football team and a pretty bad football
yeah.
team. And now the Saints have somehow, as the Bucks have just sucked for me and not gotten their wins, the Saints have kind of just gotten to this point where they're like, "Oh, we're just going to win every game," and
Yeah.
I think they continue. I mean, the Falcons have won a lot of games recently too, so it's tough. They're both kind of on these winning streak fields, and could be either one of them. But I think the Saints pull it off. I think they have a little
Okay.
more to prove.
Okay. I like it. I like it. And I think we'll probably be revisiting those predictions that we made at the start of the year, probably after week 18, and see where our kind of record predictions ended up, comparing them to what ended up, and see just maybe how many or how few we got spot on. Ooh, but I
Okay,
wonder if we
speaking of
would.
a game that doesn't matter,
Oh, it matters. It
and
matters.
this is where it can get tough. It can get tough
Yeah.
to pick on these because like they're not really playing for anything here.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, Browns, Bengals. I think I just got to go with the Bengals. Joe Burrow, even though it's been mostly good since he's come back. I assume he'd be playing here. I don't know. It just seems like a guy and a team that's gonna be like, okay, this is a not great year. Let's just go out with a bang, with a big win. And the Browns are the Browns, even with a decent defense. I think they are not gonna stand a chance. But they just won the last game and screwed possibly everything up for the playoffs by putting the Steelers at risk. So I'd really like if they got beat up here. So I'm going Cincy.
Does Garrett get his sack? He was on 17 games, so that'll be debated.
Yeah. Oh man.
Does he get old Joe
He's
Burrow?
he's gotta, right? Joe's gotta be not the fastest he's ever been, right? He can't avoid him with
Does he
that
go
toe.
down on purpose?
He just lays down.
Lays out for Garrett to get him.
I don't know if he does. I don't know. I feel like since he didn't get it last week, that might get to him, and maybe he just doesn't.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals here too because of that. They're
Yeah.
gonna they're gonna pull out all the stops, trying to make sure Garrett doesn't get that sack record.
Ooh boy.
And another game that kind of meaningless.
Kind of meaningless. Look at those Vegas odds. My goodness. So they're favoring the picks are picking the Packers. Vegas going heavily with Vikings, Packers. probably not going to be playing many of their starters here. We're
The few
decently,
starters that are left.
yes, most of them are already season-ending injuries, and the ones that are left are banged up and resting. While the Vikings are looking to get up to 9 wins. And if we didn't tie those Cowboys, they'd be having a chance of getting into the playoffs here, I think.
True.
So, which is crazy, because we kind of wrote the Vikings off like the fourth team, and then there's them, but then we haven't really won anything. We did just enough to get ourselves into the playoffs, and I don't think we care about this. So why should I care about picking the Packers because they're my team? I'm going with Minnesota.
It's true. Actually, it probably hurt Minnesota getting another win here. Who knows? I don't know if that
Yeah,
what that does with draft picks wise. So maybe the Packers hand him a late Christmas gift here by giving him another win, getting him to a winning record somehow, some way. Um, yeah, I just I don't know who's going to even be playing for
yeah,
Green Bay. If it was going to be Willis, I think I would even if we were resting Watson or all our receivers running back. If we got a couple good backup running backs, Willis has
yeah.
been good, but I guess I don't know if he's playing or not. I know he's banged up.
He's
I
good.
probably wouldn't play him because he has played so well as a backup,
Yeah,
and if something happens to Love, I'd much rather have
yeah.
him as a backup in the playoffs than don't even know our third guy. So yeah, I think we're probably resting too many people to get this win. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings as
Oh
well.
man.
But yeah, maybe the Packers win this one for some weird reason after I don't know, just looking terrible. Like, what do you think? If you were a team, would you be more fearful to play the Packers or the winner of the Panthers, but whoever gets in from the Panthers Buccaneers? Who would you rather face? I feel like
Oh
the Packers
man.
have just not looked good at all the
Yeah, they
last.
haven't looked good. I'd probably rather want to play the Packers.
It's just
It
crazy.
was crazy. It is crazy because it felt like we were coming back, and then we lost everybody that made our team work. And but if
Yeah,
we're in, we're dancing, so I'm happy about that.
yeah,
That
that's
we
true.
got enough before we kind of fell apart, and maybe that's what Matt LaFleur does. He does just enough to get us the seventh seed 3 years in a row. Oh man, but I'm
Yeah,
glad we're in it. Poor Vikings. Poor Vikings.
it's
But
crazy. It's hard to believe that they're probably gonna have 9 wins after this week. Like
yeah,
it
that's
just felt like a lost bad season for the Vikings, and somehow they're gonna have a winning record, and it makes
that's
no
true.
sense.
That is crazy. I guess if this mattered at all, if this was for it, and we'd had all, and everyone was injured, so we'd be playing all these backups anyway. If somehow we were that injured, if it mattered, could you do it to yourself to pick the Vikings? If the entire situation was the same,
Well,
except
if
it
I'm
mattered.
assuming Love is playing, because I think his was a concussion, so I'm assuming he, you know, clears concussion protocol is fine. Like otherwise, other than that.
I think I'd have to
He
go
passes
Packers.
it around a lot. I mean, it's not like he
Yeah,
has a number one target.
that's
And their backup, I think it'd be close. So I think it's close enough still that I would go with Packers being
yeah,
my
me
my,
too.
my favorite team, but it probably would come down to a little bias.
Yeah, maybe, me too. Ooh, another meaningless other than Pride game. Well, maybe somewhat meaningful for the Giants and trying to get as high a pick as possible.
Well, they just messed that up last week if they're trying to do
Yeah,
that
that's
because I
true.
think they just beat the Raiders and
That's
gave the
true.
Raiders the first pick essentially. I think, or whoever has the Raiders pick. I guess I don't know if the Raiders have it. Um, but yeah, I think that would be really the only thing here. And then the Cowboys are so weird to me. I just don't understand it. Um, one week they look amazing, like on offense they look amazing. They're kind of at their best. They kind of remind me a little of the Rams, but then at their worst, I just it doesn't make any sense. They've just got so much talent.
Do. They
That's
do.
like, how are they not winning these games? Especially with Dak Prescott. I mean, like I think of it similar to the Vikings. Like the Vikings have a lot of talented weapons, and it's like, how are they not doing anything? Granted, rookie quarterback and
Yep.
pretty much rookie. and stuff. So it's like, okay, I give that a little more leeway. It's like, he's still learning. But Dak, you've been in the dang league for like 10 plus. How are you? You got George Pickens who's having a career year on one side of the ball, and you got CeeDee Lamb. I don't get it.
Yeah, you
I don't
thinking
get
they're
it.
gonna blow this one too?
No. I think they will get a win here, but at this point, it's so meaningless. It's like, I just don't understand how you didn't do well all year.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
now there's gonna be probably I think Pickens was like on a 1 year thing, so I think they have to franchise they probably franchise tag him, and then there'll be all this dispute. He's probably not a guy I'd be messing with and doing that kind of stuff because he'll be like, oh, I'm not gonna play, and just drama. But the Cowboys love drama for some reason.
they
And
do. They do. They do. I'm going Cowboys as well. Sorry, Giants. You had about a
maybe
two.
next year, Giants.
I don't
It's
know.
crazy. They had me on their bandwagon about what a quarter of the way through the year when all of a sudden we got Dart starting and Cam Scattaboo, and it all fell apart. So I'm hopeful for next year for you guys, Giants.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
but we'll see. They both play in ways that could also see them
Yes.
having another kind of season-ending injury.
Was this
Never hope for that, but
the shootout earlier in the year? Is it or Wilson? Russell? Was he on? He's on Giants.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and then it just kind of went had his highest of his career, and then goes
was
to
that against
overtime.
Dallas?
I think so, and then Dallas ends up sneaking it. Oh,
Wow.
ooh, Titans, Jaguars. Jaguars, I think, can get the number one seed if they win, and New England and Broncos
Lose.
lose. But I think one of those is playing Chargers, and Herbert's not playing. They're maybe not going to play that hard. So, does Jacksonville try their hardest here? How much do you risk for? I think it was like a 3% chance of making that number one seed. And do you even need it against the Titans?
I think you do probably need it, and I think you do it. I think you.
Okay.
I- It took a while for their offense to get going, and they've started clicking. I don't think you want to, especially if you do have to play next week.
That's
I don't
true.
think you want to mess with that, just because it took a while, and I'd just get
That's
worried because it seems like the AFC has a lot of strong defensive teams, and you're going to need your best offense to face some of these teams. So I think you still play them. Obviously, I think if you're up 3, 4 scores in the, halfway through the third quarter or fourth quarter or something, take them out, take out your starters. Don't risk them if you've got the game in hand or if you're down by that many. Obviously,
yeah,
take them out at that point. But I, I think you do. I think you play them and yeah, try to keep that offense going. I think they do win this game, but I think they are going to actually need their starters because for as far away as Vegas has this, I think the Titans have been a little bit better than the 3-13 record would say. I think
okay.
they're actually starting to click a little bit more. Like, I think it's just now that I can compare that to like what the Jets have been doing. It's like, okay, the Titans at least look like they're maybe taking a couple steps.
Yeah,
Jets look like they're just falling backwards, not taking any steps. I don't know, falling into a pit or something and not doing anything good at all.
yeah,
Um, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Titans, even with Jaguars starting their everyone, wouldn't surprise me if the Titans pull off an upset here.
yeah. Yeah, I think I could see it, but I also see the Jaguars easily, maybe easily, possibly winning this one. And
Hmm?
there's some strong teams on the AFC, but I think Jaguars, I wouldn't be surprised if we got 49ers Jaguars Super Bowl, which I would not have thought early in the year.
No, I would not have thought that either.
Ooh, but another team that
Another
we
team I
did
would not have
think
thought,
we
and a team
thought
I
the
did think,
Colts. We thought the Colts might go there, and didn't think the Texans, but then the Texans start roaring and stampeding, and they have been dominant until they faced the Raiders, and it was a really tight game. And now I'm completely off the Texans bandwagon, but I still think they're going to win this game.
Yeah, I'm picking the Texans to win this one as well. I think the Philip Rivers experience is over, I believe. I heard they were starting the other guy. Um, they gave it a shot. They were in. I mean, considering it was like four really tough matchups, I think they were actually in all three games. So maybe they would have won them. Maybe they would have won them or had a chance with the guy that ends up starting. Who knows? But yeah, that's probably as much as I was disappointed with the Bucks too. I think the Colts story is probably the most disappointing of the year. I mean, obviously, being a Packers fan, I'm disappointed that Micah Parsons went down because I think he was kind of the heart of the team a little bit. He was playing that role, and sometimes it's hard to recapture that in the second year versus the first. Sometimes you
Yeah.
kind of only get that one shot, where it's, oh, we got this new fresh guy in, he's going to be a game changer. Not to say he can't change, make plays next
You
year.
think he's not going to be motivated next year? Hmm?
I don't know. I mean, he might be motivated, but I just always worry coming back from injury. You never
Yeah,
know,
that's true.
re-injury and stuff. Hopefully not. And then yeah, Tucker Kraft earlier, but yeah, I think the Colts is just a devastating story. It's just like, oh my goodness, they look so good. They just looked so
Yeah,
good, and yeah, just all fell apart.
it
It's
did.
just so sad. They brought in Sauce Gardner, the bad juju, apparently.
Oh man, two wins for him. My goodness, is he going to play this game?
I don't know.
He could
I don't know
win.
if he's
Could
played
get
any
hurt.
games. Oh,
Ooh,
here's his other team.
speaking of the Jets, oh man, the Jets and Bills. I guess I don't know. Are the Bills really
That's kind of what I was
good?
wondering about the Texans. Do they? I think they
I think
could win the division. I think if they win and the Jags
think
lose.
so. I
So
think
I guess they're
so.
playing for something kind of. I don't know if the Bills, because I think they need to win to have a chance at the Patriots and the number one
Yeah,
seed. I mean, there's some seeding probably implications
yeah.
potential,
And
but
it's still the
otherwise,
Jets. So if the Bills don't start anyone at all and have absolutely zero players on the field, I think they still beat the Jets.
yeah, I'm going with Buffalo as well.
But
Wouldn't surprise me if the Jets pull a Jets and win this game just to, I guess I don't know. I don't keep track of draft picks and if they're traded away or not, but I assume the Jets have their draft pick and I'm sure they'll win this. I don't know. I don't remember how many teams are at 3 or 4 wins, but they'll probably lose a couple positions because
yep,
that's just
yep,
what the Jets
why not?
organization does.
Why not? And they have the chance to make history. Is this correct?
That's true.
And so they don't have a single interception all year. And they could be the only team ever, I guess, to not have any. So I just think it's a certainty that they will get an interception in this game.
I don't think they'll get one.
I think they would rather not, just for that fact. So I
It's
say it's
crazy to me. If you're the Bills and you're ahead late into the game, like a fourth quarter, but it's close, do you just stop throwing the ball
oh man.
and just run the ball just to make sure they can't intercept it?
I mean this is turning into the most high stakes game of the week. Honestly. This and
The
the
NFL
sack,
needs to hype this up.
they do, the
Give it
mild sack
stakes.
and the Jets interception. That's what it's all about. Week 18, baby. Oh
Wow.
man.
Wow. Who
Sorry,
thought this was
Lions.
coming? Who
I
thought
don't
this
know.
was coming?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I was hoping we'd get into the playoffs and be happy and Vikings would be out and I'd be like, I wish you could be there too, but now the Vikings are the closest ones. Still can't make it. Lions are out and just not looking good at all. It's crazy
No.
because
I don't know what happened.
they had like the whole middle of the season, they were good. And the Bears have just I still don't trust the Bears. The Bears are the Cowboys to me. They're the same thing.
It's kind of
Um,
funny because I'm like,
it's
for as bad as I feel like right now, or as a Packers fan of our chances, I'm like, I think we either get to face the Bears or the Eagles, and I'm like, I don't hate those
I know.
matchups.
I like them. I like
I'm
those
like,
two a lot.
even with our injured team, I'm like, yeah, sure, we could get blown out. I could see it happening,
Yeah.
but I think we could win either one of those.
I
Maybe the
I agree.
next week probably won't be as easy, but for one
True.
week,
For 1 week, yeah. So if the Bears win, I think they're the number two. We're locked in number seven, so we would face them. So I hope they win, and I am going to pick them to win. And we might be the ones that they'd want to face too, so maybe that will get them to want to do that. But yeah,
I don't
I'm
know if
going
they
with the
want to
Bears.
face us.
That's true, but I mean, I guess yeah. Otherwise, they would face that.
Rams.
Oh,
I
I
think
don't
you want that
know.
number two.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think it'd be the Rams or 49ers probably, or yeah, I
Oh,
think it'd be one
yeah,
of those. So
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think you want to face either of those.
Mhm.
Maybe they do, but I think I think the Lions finally show up
Ooh,
because I think they're a team with grit, and they're going to show it here.
I've
With
I've
really
lost
nothing
faith
on the
in.
line. With nothing on the line, makes no sense for them to care.
That's just. I mean, I guess this is their first game with nothing on the line, so I guess it could. It's just, oh, it's been bad. It's just a horrible taste
It
in my
is.
mouth.
It's crazy. They started bad, terrible. As well, we thought maybe we were just that good because then they kind
Yeah.
of came back and they looked good, and it just I don't know what happened with the Lions. They are a team with a lot of talent, even
Oh, yeah.
more I think than the Cowboys. This is the even more. I mean, they pretty much basically got the same record as the Cowboys here.
Yeah.
There is the talent they have on that team. I have no idea how they only have 8 wins.
That is unbelievable. Losing season possibly. Oh man, we could all have winning records now. Wow. Wow, 11 and 5, 13 and 3. And then this division has so many wins. Are you kidding me? Chargers resting. Broncos with that number one seed up in the air. I think Broncos come away with the win here. It's a huge game for them.
Yeah, it is, and
And maybe just plain luck. Maybe the Chargers pull it together. I don't know.
it's true. Maybe since they have nothing to lose, maybe some backups are playing and they have some. They're trying to prove something for themselves. Like I need to be on a team next year,
Yeah, play so
and
good, you start in the playoffs. Wow.
maybe. Yeah. I mean, they're not starting people. It's so hard to pick against a team that has 13 wins if the other team isn't starting their starting quarterback and has
Yeah.
really nothing to gain from a win.
But the Broncos are frauds. They are frauds. A little bit of fraud DNA in there.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with the Broncos. I think
Mhm.
it would be my own personal thoughts if I
Yeah.
pick the Chargers, just because I want the Broncos to lose. So I'll pick the Broncos, but I want them to lose. So I'll be happy either way that way.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my goodness.
Are we gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm going to because I think the Raiders are maybe just as badly run as the Jets, and with almost reason to lose this game after all their terrible, terrible, terrible play this year. They, this, I don't know what happened here. What went wrong here? Geno Smith, who had been looking decent the last few years, comes here. They get Pete Carroll in. I'm like, okay, I think I had him maybe about, a little over 500 record, 9 wins or something. So I thought, okay, they'll take these steps forward, have, I don't know if I've seen an offense so bad. And I've watched the Jets. Yeah, the Jets might still be worse, but man, they've looked bad. But the Chiefs have not looked good at all.
No. I think Raiders, who they beat. I think they beat a bad team like the Jets or Titans, and I'm like, okay, so they can beat a bad team like Kansas City. I'm going, yeah, I'm going with Vegas. I'm going with Vegas. I got it. That's where my heart's pulling
Yeah,
me.
that's immediately what my heart said too. I think I think it's got to be Vegas. I don't. It makes no sense for them to win this game, but
Yeah, they're
I think
gonna.
they're gonna.
They are going to. And then, oh gosh, Rams. How is I don't know if they're even playing for anything at this point.
I don't know.
Got to be something. They got to be able to increase like one spot, I would think, but not the number one seed. I don't think. I'm pretty sure.
I guess I'm not even sure because Seattle has 13 wins. So I don't think they can beat them, and then they just lost to the 49ers.
Yeah,
12 wins. I guess I don't know if the 49ers lose if they have the tiebreaker. I don't know.
I guess yeah.
I mean, they obviously they
One of those is getting a win. So yeah, I don't know. So not
there's not much to gain.
yeah. So maybe they. I guess I don't know if they start anybody. They have some injuries still, and
Yeah,
Cardinals
just
still suck though.
yeah. I tried to pick them to upset last week. I think I've picked them way too many times this year, and yeah, I think the Rams need to win this one, even if they don't have their starters out there.
Yeah.
So
Get
I'll
some
go with the
momentum.
Rams. I don't. I don't think Adams has returned yet, Tay. So even if he's ready, I don't think you start him because I don't think there's enough to gain here. I think you let him
Yeah.
rest one more week. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see.
they feel like a team that needs some momentum going
Hmm.
into the playoffs, so I will go the Rams as well. Ooh, boy. I mean, this is kind of a little bit of crypto. 7 wins. 7 wins, Dolphins. I was right about them making the playoffs too. I think I might have had them in barely. Maybe with about that many wins. And I kept holding out hope, and then they just kind of eliminated themselves before they started playing good. But yeah, Patriots fighting for the number one seed. They're not going to lose this time. I don't know if this will be. I guess they faced them before. I don't know who won that matchup. But yeah, I'm going Patriots.
Yeah, I guess based on when they have this one happening, I assume are the Patriots currently the number one, or is Denver?
Ooh,
Because if
I'm not
Denver is
sure.
currently the number one, then if they win, then this would mean nothing. So that would make
Patriots
me
must
think.
be number one.
Yeah, that would make me think they would have flip-flopped the times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know. Because then I guess does that mean if Broncos don't win, do the Patriots? Well, I suppose the Jags could then win.
that's true. If
But I guess
yeah,
if those both lose, then the Patriots really don't have anything to do.
yeah,
Could just rest their guys at the last second.
that's
But
true.
yeah, I think they got to be going into this one prepared to win. Um, I'm gonna have to go based on thinking that they need to win this game, and yeah, I'll pick them as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins do some shenanigans. It seems like that is one of the Patriots' weird kryptonites, the Dolphins. I don't know why, but
Yeah. Wasn't there, didn't they do that like in one of the last weeks where Gronk tripped and they let up a huge play, one of those toss it around plays.
I think so to
Um,
win the game.
yeah, so it could happen again, but
Yeah.
it won't. Ooh, Commanders, Eagles. Eagles are terrible, but they did just beat the Commanders. I think they played them a couple weeks back. I think they won. Um, I don't know how they find ways to win games. I do not get it, but I'm sure they're gonna win this one too.
Yeah, I think the Eagles, what was
Maybe.
it? They didn't have a completion in the second half last week against the Bills. I don't know what that says about the Bills, but
Yeah,
uh,
that's Commanders. I guess who they have. Do they have Mariota or not?
I don't remember if it's Mariota or the third guy now or fourth or who knows what.
I'll go Eagles.
Yeah, I'll probably go Eagles as well. I, it's not that much for them to gain here,
Yeah.
but
I guess they could try to face the Packers. But
yeah, that's
they know they only have to
about
score
it.
10 points to beat.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, yeah, maybe they'd rather face them than any of that crazy division with the Rams, Seattle 49ers. I suppose. I mean, that might be worth it enough.
Yeah.
And
Surprise, surprise. The
the
night
game that
game.
means the most.
Ooh, boy.
We all kind of
Ravens.
knew this is how it was going to end, right?
It always comes down to the last week. This is maybe like more
Usually
most.
it's not for the 9 wins
Usually it's maybe
for the
not so
division
direct.
anyway.
It's not so direct, like just winner is in. Usually there's something, and then they need something to lose. But oh, Steelers, why did DK have to choke out a fan? Okay, not choke him out, but deal with him a little bit because I think that could very much hurt them in this matchup, not having him on their team. Not that he did much to win you anything in your fantasy season, but Ravens finally like, hey, we should run the ball, and then they get four touchdowns, rushing touchdowns out of nowhere on us.
It's
So
going to be crazy as if the Ravens get in. I'm just like, can you just automatically pick against the Ravens? At least the Steelers, it's like, yeah, they've kind of been a little fraudy. They've had chances all season to extend to where the Ravens would have been out of it weeks ago,
yeah,
and they've just never taken advantage of it. So it just seems like one of those teams that's like, well, they haven't taken advantage of. We just need some of these wins against sometimes like bad teams, even.
yeah.
Like it's like, oh, they should, oh, they just looked great last week, and this should be way easier than what they just did last week. And no. So I mean, like this is one of those matchups. It seems like this year that's like, yeah, it really feels like Baltimore's probably going to, after what they just did last week to the Packers, kind of stomp the Steelers, and then these are usually the ones the Steelers do then win some for some reason. But I, man, I don't know. It really shouldn't have come down to this.
Mm-mm. No, it should not have.
I mean, this is gonna potentially. I mean, if they lose, it's gonna potentially be Aaron Rodgers' last game. He's
I
not. It's not the Aaron Rodgers of old, and he doesn't have that many weapons. So he's got Adam Thielen. So I mean,
the only one he can trust. Oh my gosh, Ravens though. I mean, Lamar's still probably not 100%. He's gone through a
who knows if
lot.
he's even gonna play?
Yeah, because I don't
I
know if
almost felt
he.
like they gave up last. That's why I was so shocked. I was like, oh, they're just starting Huntley. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow, they need this game.
yeah, that's
But they didn't care when Derrick Henry runs over us for
that's true.
it's
That's
classic
true.
Packers defense giving up 200 rushing yards plus.
Oh man, that's true. So maybe it is serious. Maybe he doesn't play. But either way, I'm going with Pittsburgh. I mean, if it's last dance for Aaron, although if it was last dance in Green Bay, that wasn't that great. But I gotta go Pittsburgh, even though I really should go Ravens. But they're gonna pull it off.
Man.
They need to.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I think I'm going to go with Pittsburgh as well, just because, like I said, it just feels like the ones where it's like, they, based on how they played last week, they
Did
shouldn't be
they
able to win this.
did
They
they
just
beat
do.
the did they beat New England or something? Like there was some good team where it's like, oh, they're
Yeah.
not gonna win that, and then they like at least stayed in it or did win it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Broncos or
That was one of
something.
those.
And it's like, wow, okay. How'd you just lose that last week? That was embarrassing. But yeah, so that is that. Oh, they're asking for tiebreak. Oh, I guess maybe they just pick any game. I always assumed it was the most recent game. It says Saints Falcons. They know it's gonna be the best game, so that's gonna score 98 total points.
I
Oh,
still hope it does now.
nice.
48 to 50. Game ends on a
Oh,
safety.
oh man, extra point brought all the way back. Oh man.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's our picks for the last week. Let us know what your picks would be for this week. Who you think's gonna make it in, sneak into the playoffs, these last couple spots. Who you think's gonna maybe take those top spots, if it's gonna remain the same, or if there's gonna be
Yeah.
some switching coming up. But yeah, I think there's gonna unfortunately be some pretty good teams that are like the fifth seeds, even
Yeah.
maybe the sixth seeds. It's crazy, how stacked those become, and some of these divisions. It's like, wow. Why do we have to have a team from that division even be in the playoffs?
It
Like,
ain't
I'd
bad.
even include, well, the Bears. I'll give the Bears credit. They've played pretty well, so I guess they can be from our division. I was in my head just thinking of the Packers, Lions, and Vikings, just totally ignoring the Bears altogether, because usually I don't have to worry about them. But I was like, man, none of us have really been
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, the Vikings had what, six takeaways or something against the Lions,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they still barely won.
It's just like we'll take it away, pretty much kneel 3 times and punt it. But it
That's
was
what it felt
enough.
like. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know and subscribe for the last few weeks when we picked on the playoffs. And yeah, otherwise, we hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on that NFL popcorn.